Today we're going to season this cast iron pan using the StoveTech rocket stove. It's a Wagner Ware, second only to Griswold in the collector's world. We have some Griswold, Wagner, Lodge Logic, you know, for cooking with. And this one, I had to use a scrub brush recently to get something that was cooked on, scrubbed off. And you can see that it made some of the iron bare. You can see a little rust there. So we are going to season it, and I'll show you how that works. Alright, you can see I'm using 4 sticks, plus I have some kindling in the chimney, and so we're getting a little smoke because right now we have a little bit too much fuel being turned into smoke for the oxygen flow through the stove to be able to fully combust. But that's okay. You can also see that the cast iron is beginning to smoke, and that's a good sign. It means it's hot enough for us to season, which simply means to turn oil into carbon to create a no-stick surface and a protective coating on the cast iron. Today I'm using Spectrum Organic All Vegetable Shortening, which is non-hydrogenated. It's not like trans fatty like Crisco or whatever. This is 100% palm oil, and very, very good form of oil, as oils go. And I'm going to put a little in, and then we are going to use my paper towel to smooth it out, because we don't want to create a situation where you've got ripples or what have you in your seasoning. I probably put a little too much for my first coat there. And what you do is you put a nice even coat of oil. Hardest part is the corners, of course. And then you let that burn off. Well, it's not burning off, it's burning on actually. Some of it does burn off and gets released as smoke, and other parts of it will become our new coating on the cast iron. And we'll just repeat that process until we have a nice thick seasoning on the cast iron to protect it, and then it's ready to cook again. Another layer. It's not really about perfection, although I tend to be a perfectionist. You just slather it on, let it cook until it's opaque, and do another layer. 10, 15, 20, 30 layers if it's something, you know, new and never seasoned before. If you re-season it between batches of food and it's all good, then you don't have to do as many. And once you have enough oil on your rag or your paper towel, you can do new layers without adding actual oil to the pan. You just rub the rag or the paper towel over the surface again and keep going. So here's what it looks like when you just use the towel by itself. That way I don't require any liquid oil for that layer, and I can keep seasoning, it goes faster. It also gives me a thinner, more even coat with each application. So it's a good way to go once you get started. You will smell a little bit like smoke when you're done. And when you get little bits of ash that blow in, or little bits of burnt paper towel in there, you just brush them out, no big deal. Just brush the ashes out, and put a new layer down. Brush out the burnt paper towel. Away you go. I've been here maybe 5-10 minutes, done 10-15 layers, and you can see the dramatic difference. And when you're done with the oily paper towel, why throw it away? Toss it in the combustion chamber and look what you get. A raging inferno. All that nice oil burning up and really giving that pan the final heating of its lifetime. Okay, Yeah, and then you just go until you like what you see, and you're done. That's seasoning cast iron on a Stovetech rocket stove. You can see it's so well seasoned that it makes like a mirror, and you can see the sky reflected. Put my hand over it, you can see it's black all the way across.